I'm sorry if I'm late recording this video, but this morning I took a bit of my time to read a lot of your comments under the video of yesterday, Barcelona 3, Inter 3, focusing on the comments that were speaking about the last part of the video where I told you, and I repeat and I confirm, that it doesn't exist in any normal world that the Juventino is celebrating, is rooting for Inter, to hope that they go into the final of the Champions League. It doesn't exist. If this video is a long one, you can be sure that I spoke again about it, giving you other reasons, trying to explain it even more. If it's a short one, it's because I want to go through really fast, and I will come back maybe with a dedicated video about that only, just to be clear. Another reason why I'm late is because this morning before recording, we have a bad news, an extremely bad news, because on top of Yildiz, on top of Kelly, we have another player that could potentially miss the game, Bologna, Juve, maybe even Lazio, Juve. It's a disaster because these two games are fundamental. Can we start? Yes. Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel, I hope you're all doing well. If you that are watching the video are supporting Juve, that are also saying, I'm here, even on the 1st of May, even if it's a bank holiday, watching the video because I'm interested in what Beppe has to say about our beloved Juventus, put a maximum of like. Don't forget to put a maximum of like today. I want the maximum support of all of you. If you didn't yet, and if you're interested in Juve, you say, Beppe, I want to understand a bit more the history, the present, the future of Juve. There is something about that team. Subscribe to the video. Subscribe to the video, to the channel today. We start with the 1st of May. I told you bank holiday. Today is also the birthday of Leonardo Bonucci. Happy birthday to him. But give me a second to also say happy birthday to my father. What a fantastic man. Sacrificed himself a lot. Put his family first before thinking about himself, and he has always did that. Gave me a lot of values. I think that he raised me really well, so thank you for that. And then if we want to say everything, he was also the one that transmit me that passion of being a Juventino, telling me how important Juve was as a passion, and also giving me that love to understand, to watch family moments, being surrounded by people that are loving Juve, that are sharing moments. Beautiful. Thank you. Really thank you for that. Telling me how important it was to be the team that was the most loved on earth, but also the team that was the most hated on earth. And that you have a responsibility in defending Juve, in loving Juve. So thank you for that. Really, what a fantastic father I have. Fantastic one. He's in Sicily at the moment, so I cannot celebrate with him, but I will call him later. We go to the news, the one of Conceicao, that yesterday didn't train. He didn't train with the team yesterday. That's the news that arrived this morning. What a pity. What a disaster. First of all, it's our own fault that we are playing the two next crucial games in the month of May. Not to win the Scudetto, to participate to the Champions League 25-26. Our bad, our mistake. We should not have been in that situation, but it's a reality. A reality that we'll see that we will play these good games without Kenan Yildiz. On top of that, I made a huge mistake. On Monday, I really said, without Yildiz, the team is already done. We have a 3-4-2-1. With a defense that is not changing because this is the one that Tudor is playing without Gatti because he's injured. We have our midfield and it will remain the same. Up front we'll have Nico Gonzalez next to Conceicao starting his first game under Tudor behind Colomani. The team is done. There is not a lot of choices with Bremer, Cabal, Milik that he missed sorry that missed the entire season. 3 players already. On top of that, we have a Vlahovic, a Koopmeiners, and a Gatti that didn't train even yesterday. They didn't train. 6 players. On top of that, you need to add Yildiz now, Kelly also, and on top of that, probably Conceicao. It's the last news of today. I said it on Monday with an extremely long week because we only play on Sunday. Everything could happen, and everything what could go wrong went wrong. So we are playing without 9 players, a crucial game. Disaster? Yes, a disaster. Let's see if he will recuperate or not, because today they are training. It's not a bank holiday for Juve, so they are training today. Then you have tomorrow, on Friday, on Saturday as well, before leaving for Bologna. Let's see if Tudor will change the way of playing, going towards a 4-man defense, or with 3. Let's see if he go towards a 4-4-2 with Bangula. I don't know. I don't want to go with predictions anymore, otherwise we will go with a disaster, and you know it, and we have a few games to play in the month of May. Bologna, Lazio, and then Udinese, Venezia. What else? A good news. Federico Gatti, it has been reported yesterday, first anticipated by Nicolo Schira, that it's a done deal. has not been public yet by Juve, so we have to wait a few days more, maybe a few hours more. But it's a done deal. Federico Gatti will remain with us until 2030 with an option already for 2031, so 1 more year. His salary will increase. Fabrizio Romano is saying slightly more than 2. Nicolò is saying 2.5, so probably they will find a way towards 2.3 million euros, slightly increase, extending the contract with an option, and it's great. I will answer you immediately. Is Federico Gatti my ideal defender? No. He's not the player that I put when I'm doing my starting lineup with the strongest player, with the team that I want, with the Juve at the level of playing a semi-final of Champions League, competing to win the Scudetto. Federico Gatti is not there initially in the beginning of the season because I put Bremer, because I put Calafiori when I'm dreaming about Mercato, because I'm putting Todibo, because I'm putting Kalulu, because I'm putting a lot of players, not Federico Gatti. But at the end, he is the player that is playing all the games. He reminds me a lot about players like Porrini from the past. I'm an old vintage fan. He was never in a starting lineup. At the end, he was playing. I speak about defenders like Tacchinardi was in the midfield. These kind of players that nobody is giving a penny on in playing, and then they are the guys that are playing the most games because they have something that other people do not have. That will of do well, being humble in understanding that they are not yet at the level, but they are there to improve every single day, to compensate some lack of experience, some lack of skills with work, with that work ethic. Look, Federico Gatti is one that I always want in my team. Because he's a player, a person, let's say, a kid that was raised in a family that was supporting Torino. He understands extremely well what it is to be a Juventino. He extremely understands what it is to hate Juve. To love Juve, to hate Juve. He extremely understands what it is to represent the city of Turin. He knows all of these kind of things. He came to Juve being humble, with a work ethic, working to show that also him could deserve to play a single game with Juve. Being a starter of Juve. Earning one day to wear that captain band. Is someone that perfectly understands what it is to give that extra mile, to represent the city. He said it a few days ago. I'm extremely honored to play in a team that is representing the city that I'm coming from. I know what it is. You remember that goal that he scored against Torino, waiting for VAR, and when it was agreed that the goal, that it was valid, he went to run to support with the Ultra, knowing perfectly what it is. If only we had a few more players with that grinta, not only grinta, but with that understanding of what Juventus means, that would be there in our team. He didn't get along with Thiago Motta, and it's not a coincidence. It's not a coincidence that the renewal was on hold during all the Thiago Motta time, and that today they are speaking again about it. And he could have said, look, you give me the armband of captain, you are taking it away from me, you are putting me on the bench, and I play only from the moment that all the defenders are injured and that I'm your only choice anymore. He could have showed that he was demotivated. He could have been the one that said, oh, next year I will not even be there. Maybe already in January I will not be there if all the other defenders are recuperating. I give 80, I give 90%. No, he's the guy that says, you want to do dirty to me? I will play. Because I have a duty towards Juve. I will play, I will put my face on it. And you know what? I will not give 80, 90 or 100. I will give 110, 120. More Gatti in that team. Starters, let's see. If you have better players that are at that level of having that hunger, they will play. If they don't have that hunger, these players, alla Gatti, they will always find a place in your team. So bravo for Federico Gatti. I'm extremely happy for him to stay also because we are speaking a lot of time about having more and more and more Italian at Juve. Well, if you let go a player that is understanding what Juve is to the core, don't let him go. So bravo Federico Gatti. Do I really want to come back on what I said yesterday on the 3-3 of Barcelona-Inter? Not today. I promise you I will come back on that soon. Juventini, enjoy your bank holiday. It's beautiful weather. Tomorrow, I tell you, I will travel to Sardinia. Fantastic, beautiful events, and I will try to give you as much as information from Juve, in Juve there. It will be fantastic. Grazie, forza, Juve.